Hello, everyone. I'm Francis X. Gallagher. I am the publisher and CEO of Global Traveler, Trazy Travel, Wherever Family, FX Excursions. And we're here today to talk about AmaWaterways and our hosted cruise on the AmaMagna. And with me to help discuss this is Janet Bava, and she is the Chief Marketing Officer of AmaWaterways, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary.
Yes,
How you
thank you,
doing, Janet?
Francie. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're very, very excited about the upcoming trip. It's October 8th to the 15th. And of course, we also have some pre and post tours, which can be added on. And then we've extended the deadline for the selection of a pre or a post tour to April 30th, right? April 30th.
April 30th. Yes, we really want to drive that sense of urgency. It's selling fast and, we have limited hotel space. So we want to make sure that everyone, calls in, and there's just a $400 deposit that's due to secure that space for you. So definitely do not delay and contact us today.
Absolutely. So, for those who might not be familiar with AMA, let's talk a little bit about what makes AMA Waterways a little different. And for example, so I was on a cruise on the Prima in November. And that was my first river cruise. I've been dying to go on one, but river cruisers are not necessarily cruisers, and sometimes cruisers aren't river cruisers. And tell us what AMA offers as far as excursions. Let's start with excursions.
Absolutely. So, river cruising is truly a very unique way to unpack once and see so much. We know civilization was built around the rivers, and so there's so much to see. That's why we have included shore excursions in each port of call, and sometimes we visit two destinations in one day. I mean, it's truly like rivers is like taking a road through these beautiful countries in Europe, and you only have to unpack once. And so these excursions, you step off board the ship. There's no really ports like in the ocean cruise lines.
Right.
The ships are usually docked, very close to the city or in city center, like in Budapest. And, we have tour guides, we have small groups, and we have tour guides. And the reason why we have small groups is because we have a variety of shore excursions that our guests can choose from. So you can choose to hike up the castle in Bratislava, or you can choose to do the taste of Bratislava or the taste of Slovakia when you're there, and try some of the local flavors that the locals enjoy each and every day. Or you can do visit the food market hall, or do just a walking tour, or guess what, a bike tour. We have
I was going to
bicycles
bring that
on
up.
board.
Yeah.
So there's so many options for you,
Mhm.
and we'd love to say, there's something for everyone, and it's your choice, it's your vacation. So we do have almost, we have 190 passengers that will be sailing with you, and every guest will experience something different, and it'll be a completely different vacation just because of the different options that really, I think that sets AmaWaterways apart.
I think the beauty of it is, as you say, getting right off in a town, a historic town, and deciding, do you want to take a tour? Do you want to take a bike? Or do you just want to walk yourself and go to a cafe? And that's what we enjoy. Or
Or
take
go
a hike.
shopping.
A lot of hiking. We did a lot of really nice hiking, which was good, because the hills and so forth.
And you
Yeah.
know what? I love to do a lot of the hiking and biking because the food, and I'm sure we're going to get to that in just a moment, but
Yes.
the culinary delights, that you will find on board there,
Mhm.
it's exceptional. So you want to work off those calories and the wonderful locally sourced wine that we also offer during that
And
meal.
I do want to talk about the cuisine because I found it to be superb, and the dining setup lovely. But this ship is much larger than the Prima that I was on. The Magna
Mhm.
has is it four specialty restaurants? The main dining room. It has a chef's table. It has Jimmy's, right? And then am I
Mhm.
missing one? I think I am, right?
Al fresco,
Al fresco,
beautiful
right?
al fresco restaurant. You could just beautiful site. So a lot to see, SEE, in on the rivers. And so imagine dining at a fresco right at the front of the ship. So while the ship is sailing, beautiful, and when you dine, sometimes you're seeing the beautiful sunset, or you may be having beautiful lunch, al fresco dining. So yes, and there's lots of options. There's the chef's table. You talked about the chef's
Right.
table. And these are all specialty restaurants. We do have a main restaurant. And in the cruise world, specialty restaurant usually means that there's a fee charged on top
Right.
of that. And it's not. This is all included in your experience, your 7-day luxury river cruise experience.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And I found the staff the entire ship were just phenomenal and so helpful, and in the restaurants they were just great. So that's terrific.
And I think, if I may, I think that truly sets AmaWaterways apart. The people, the crew, they're just such warm, friendly, and I think they make you feel like family when you step on board. And I think that's really special because they'll get to know you by the end of the trip. They'll know what wines you like.
They knew me too well.
They cater to your every need.
Right. So you're talking about the cuisine, and then we want to talk about fitness as well, because on board we had a gym on the Prima, and the Magna, I guess, has a much larger facility, right? And you have an expert who's there to help guide exercise routines, what have you.
I call it spinning with a view. That's one of my favorite things about the Zen Wellness Center. So we have in the back of the ship an entire, this ship is double the width of our regular ships like the Ama Prima. And so you have this expansive wellness center where you have the gym and you have the spa serene area, which is truly beautiful. And then you have bicycles where weather permits, they do take them outside. And as the ship is sailing, we have spin bikes and spin classes. And these are all hosted by our wellness coach on board, who does a series of classes either in the morning, including yoga, and one of Christine Karst, our co-founder's favorite, champagne yoga the afternoon. So we will have lots of options for those who want to really stay active or, just stretch in the mornings. We know sometimes people suffer from jet lag, and we always recommend in the mornings, right before breakfast, attend our stretch class, easy 30-minute class, just get your blood flowing and ready for the day.
Right. And then back to the bikes on the excursions. I know that there were also excursions where you could take the bike from one stop and then bicycle to the other, which is pretty neat because some of them are very close. They're actually very close. So
yeah, and whether you're a great bicycle rider or you're not, we'll have our wellness coach that will tell you, this would be a great bike ride or bike tour for you if you're more of a novice and you feel like if you may be scared of the cars nearby, etc. Or if you're, more of a professional and you're ready to take, from city to city, you can absolutely do that. And you can have the guided bike tours, or you can just explore the city on your own. You could grab the bicycle and go on your own and explore the city. And I do love bicycle tours because you see so much more than you would on a walking tour. And again, you get to burn off those calories.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the amenities on this ship. I was on the Prima. It was terrific. And we had a nice balcony, which is great. But this ship is much larger. Can you give us a little rundown on some of the onboard?
We have the most balcony suites that we have in any other ship. So, you really do want to, we do have some window staterooms. Every room has a view. So you will not go wrong. We do not have inside staterooms on this ship or any of our ships, which is beautiful because if you are sailing the rivers, you want to have a beautiful view no matter where you're staying. So every room has a view. And best of all, you have balcony staterooms when you choose that. You also have a variety, very elegantly appointed ships in the sense that we have Wi-Fi. So your complimentary Wi-Fi always included.
The Wi-Fi, I'm going to interrupt you. The Wi-Fi was phenomenal.
We could actually probably be broadcasting live on the ship if we needed to.
And unfortunately, I used it a lot.
Yeah. And Rudy, our founder and president, always says sometimes, not now with gas prices being so high, but at one point we were spending more money on Wi-Fi than we were on gas, which just goes to show you it's high speed. We spend a lot of money just to make sure that everyone wants to stay connected. So you will have Wi-Fi. And one of my favorite is just, and I know this sounds very simple, but water bottles. We don't charge you for water bottles to stay hydrated. So you're always going to have that in your room. If you're out going on excursion on a bike tour, we have Tetra Packs that you can take along with you. Water can get expensive when you're either staying at a luxury hotel or at a luxury ocean cruise line, because they will charge you sometimes $7-10 plus the tip on water bottles. So, we do include, and it's something so simple, but I always like to mention it because that adds up when it comes to onboard expenses. expenses.
No,
So
you're right. That means a lot to me. I always have water by my bed at night, and I hate when I go in there and there's nothing. You have to go out and
or
get
you
it.
or you
It's
have to rip
terrific.
up that paper that says you're going to be charged
No,
later $8 to $10
exactly,
for it.
exactly. So we're going to we're leaving from Vilshofen, right?
Mhm.
And you
Yes.
want to talk a little bit about the itinerary and what we're going to be doing?
Yes, absolutely. So Wilshofen is the Bavarian region of Germany. So
Right.
we will have an exclusive Oktoberfest, and it will be October.
Yep.
But we will still have an exclusive Oktoberfest where we're going to serve beer and pretzels, and we are going to have the beer queen attend
Wow.
that festivity. So the also again beautiful. The ship will dock right in the city center of Vilshofen, and we will kick off the festivities and we will kick off your cruise with a great Bavarian celebration.
Very
We will
good.
then sail down the Danube through, beautiful countries like Linz and
Right.
Passau. I mean, these are truly gems, and I love this itinerary because you start from the smaller, lesser known towns and regions
Mhm.
of the Danube, and then you're going to start visiting then the grand capitals as you sail through Austria and the
Mhm.
Melk region and Dürnstein, and you head down to Vienna. So we go from these beautiful small towns, small and delightful towns. We're going to be learning a lot about these regions of the world. There's
Mhm.
even an excursions over to Salzburg, where Mozart, we'll visit the house of Mozart, and the Danube is great for classical music lovers or
Mhm.
music lovers, in a sense. So we'll, a lot to learn, a lot to visit, lots of beautiful castles along the way, scenic views. And then we'll visit Vienna, which is
Mm.
beautiful because we overnight in Vienna. So
Vienna.
that's the beautiful thing, again, about seeing more. There's so much to do and see. And it's beautiful that after you explore the city through the tour, you can get to go back and go shopping or go to that restaurant you saw. And so really, truly immerse yourself in the destination and not feel rushed, which is, I think, so important when you're taking a vacation, that you get to actually enjoy these destinations and explore, relax, and really do what you want to do, that you feel in terms of exploring that destination. Then we'll head down to another capital in Bratislava, Slovakia, a little bit smaller than Vienna. And
Mhm.
I would say the grand finale being Budapest, as we're going to sail through the beautiful, beautiful country of Hungary, and and finish off also overnighting in Budapest. That allows you to really spend a lot of time in this beautiful city because there's lots to do there. And I really love also in Budapest, do not miss the food market hall. Lots of really yummy delights that you'll be able to really enjoy while you're walking through there.
Sounds lovely. So, you want to talk a little bit about the pre and post tours?
Yes,
Because I have
absolutely.
not been to Prague or Budapest, so this is very exciting for me.
Yes. So, one of the things that we love is once you're going to Europe and you're spending that time, in transit, air transit, it's not a short trip. We
Mhm.
always say, stay longer. And so we do offer a complimentary 2 nights in Prague, which
Mhm.
is absolutely beautiful. So you get to add another country to the list. So you already are going to be sailing 4 countries in 7 nights. So that allows you to add that country. We have the services of a cruise manager, which is your personal travel concierge. It's going to follow you throughout the entire journey. Well, guess what? This person's going to be waiting for you at the hotel in Prague. This land package includes hotel stay, breakfast, and the tours while you're in Prague, and the services of a cruise manager. So once you arrive, all you have to worry about is just really getting to the AmaWaterways desk, meeting that cruise manager, and they will take care of the rest. After that, if you do have the Prague extension, you check your luggage out in the lobby of the hotel. You give it. We have portage services, so you don't have to worry about lugging your luggage after you arrive to Europe. We'll take care of that. The next time you see your luggage is on board the ship.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
cruise manager will accompany you to the ship, to Vilshofen, so that you can then embark and do your 7-night cruise. And then at the end, you're not going to want to leave. So those extra nights in Budapest also will go a long way. We have a wonderful hotel. Sometimes we stay at the Marriott, sometimes the Intercontinental, but these are beautiful hotels right along the Danube River.
Mhm.
So again, we'll take your luggage, and that cruise manager that's on board with you will accompany you on to your additional 2 nights in Budapest. And that, so the offer right now is either a pre or a post. It's not
One or the
both.
other, right? One or the
One or
other,
the other.
or you can buy the
You can
additional one.
purchase.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
we already have some people doing that.
Exactly. You
So,
purchase
yeah.
both. I would say take advantage of this entire experience from start to finish. Do the pre, take the cruise, and do the post. We have Wi-Fi. You can work remote if you need to. You can check your emails if you're a working professional, so that you don't stay too behind. But I would say you will truly enjoy, and you will regret it if you don't probably do the entire experience.
You always regret what you don't do, remember?
Yes.
But back to the land packages. So yeah, so that looks fantastic. Prague and Budapest, one or the other, if you book by April 30th, 2023, or you can add one on. Back to the Wi-Fi, whether you're working or also on social media is terrific. I was able to catch up every evening on my emails, and it just makes you feel much more relaxed. Then you can have a great evening.
Yes. And I always say you're going to be injected by the river cruise bug of AmaWaterways. This will not be your last river cruise, I guarantee you. So you want to be able to share your friends and family what you're doing in social media. You may create a group after this in terms of where do we go next, because we do have 26, soon to be 28 ships sailing through Africa, Europe, Asia, and very soon Latin America and Colombia. So once I think you experience what a river cruise with AmaWaterways is all about, this will not be your last.
Great. And then you'll be spending time with Global Traveler and enjoying a great river cruise on a wonderful ship. And the link will be at the bottom here. And if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thanks, Janet. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you for having us.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We thought we'd bring Janet back for one more edition, which is brand new to Ama. Janet, can you fill us in?
So we wanted to give our global readers, our global traveler readers, and Francis the exclusive news that we have just launched a new full-size pickleball court on board the AmaMagna. So calling all pickleball players, I think it's time for us to score an ace along the rivers. So if you had not been yet convinced that this is the perfect vacation for you and your loved ones, well, now know that you can come on board and not only enjoy all the wellness activities that we just discussed, but you'll have one more activity, and that is a full-size pickleball court to enjoy during your time on board.
And didn't you say that was one of the fastest growing sports?
It is the fastest growing. It is the fastest growing sport in the USA at this very moment. It is very, very popular, and so it is wonderful. We've just launched it for this season, this inaugural season in 2023. So you will be one of the first lucky few that will be able to sail the rivers of Europe and play pickleball.
Excellent. All right, Janet. Thank you.